Let's go right out to our Premier Chevrolet of Carlsbad fan hotline, where we are joined by the Director of Athletics at San Diego State University. J.D. Wicker is with us right now on 97.3 The Fan. J.D., it's good to have you on. Good morning.
Morning, guys. How are y'all?
Doing good. Ben's very nervous.
I'm not that nervous.
He's very nervous.
This isn't evil J.D. Wicker. This is the real J.D. Wicker.
Ben. Dead man.
You know what?
I was wondering if my alter ego was going to show up.
You just never know, JD, when he'll pop up.
I'm honored that you have a few minutes for us, because I was trying to go through all the things you're juggling right now. You've got the Mountain West women's and men's basketball tournaments in Las Vegas, and you're in Vegas right now for that. Spring football practice, correct. Baseball season. Your golf team is putting on a tournament now at San Diego Country Club. You've got softball, dive, other spring sports going on. You've got an NCAA tournament first and second round you're going to be hosting next week at Viejas Arena. Oh, and trying to get a stadium built down in Mission Valley in time for the start of football season next year. Just a couple of plates that you've got in the air right now.
We don't lack for opportunity to be successful. So, a lot going on this past weekend. Definitely had a lot going on campus. Dodged a few raindrops to start, but and our men finished off the regular season nicely in Reno, and then the women beat Boise State last night, so we're looking forward to a chance to beat the Lobos at 6 o'clock tonight.
No, we complain here on Ben and Woods a lot, all three of us, about our schedules and how difficult they are. And like Ben said, how many plates that you guys are spinning. You got to be so proud of what all of your teams do, but in particular, we've talked a lot about the Aztecs men's basketball team on this program, and there was a period there for 3 weeks or so where it's like I just can't put my finger on it, just don't know. And then to see how they finished up the year, JD, got to make you very proud of the job that Dutch has done.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to, November, December, and all of a sudden, which one was it? Omicron pops up, and, things start getting a little dicey. And we beat Colorado State in San Diego, by 20? And we're really clicking, and then you get shut down for 2 weeks. And it's, you got to put everything back together again. And so they've done a good job, the young men and the staff over the last month, really, of kind of coming back together, getting it all put back together. And they had plenty of opportunities. I think it was 11 games over 32 days, and we played, we wrapped the season with 4 games in 8 days. And that's a challenge. And, I think that kind of spoke a little bit to, Nevada coming back at the end of the game. The guys they're not just physically tired, they're mentally tired. So they're getting a couple days of rest, and then they'll come to Vegas on, I think, Wednesday, and we'll get ready for a Thursday night game against, I think we're Fresno or Fresno. I can't remember who.
San Jose State.
So San Jose State. So, we're excited about the opportunity. We feel good about where we're headed, and we'll play this week and then see what happens.
Aztecs Athletic Director J.D. Wicker with us here on Ben and Woods. Now, obviously, you'd love to win 3 games, 3 days, and make it a foregone conclusion. But if the team didn't win the Mountain West tournament, how nervous are you going to be on Sunday? Well, not at all. You're sure you're in? I mean, you see what the bracketologists say, but I guess you never know until the name pops up on the screen.
Yeah, I think if we come in, we win a couple games, feel pretty confident. You look at our metrics. Our metrics are great right now. I think we have the best metrics in the conference. So, win Thursday, you should feel really good about things. Now you really want to improve your seeding as much as you can. So, we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens, and we're also excited to watch the selection show and see who's coming to San Diego. I think it's a foregone conclusion Arizona will be in Viejas, but is it going to be UCLA or Texas Tech that's the other high seed in the other pod? So, lots for San Diegans to watch on Selection Sunday. Now,
obviously, you guys have done this a few times before at Viejas Arena, but what goes in to putting on those first and second round games? 4 games, 2 doubleheaders on Friday next week, and then the 2 games to determine Sweet 16 members on Sunday. What goes in on your athletic department's part?
Yeah, a lot of kudos to our staff for the hard work. the last 2 years have been crazy, and our staff's been amazing. And, what they did this past week, and I think Mike May was during our senior staff last week said, I think we have 89 events in 25 days, and that didn't include the NCAA tournament either for our men or what we're hosting. So a lot goes on. But as you look at the NCAA tournament, I mean, the good thing is we're in this cycle now of where we get it every 4 years. So we had it in 14, 18. We've got it this year. We already have it again for 26. So a lot of our staff, it's just kind of rinse and repeat. It's a lot of work, especially on the media side of things, and then athletic training as you have to work with, setting up locker rooms, setting up on the floor, good partners out in the community with hotels and those pieces. So there's a lot of pre-planning. The NCAA has a very specific way that they like things done. So it's spelled out pretty easily. You just need to go make it happen. So we're excited to host a bunch of folks in San Diego and, drive the economy of the community and provide some great basketball to watch.
Well, hosting cool stuff is definitely going to be in the future. Snapdragon Stadium, by all accounts, and from what I've seen of it, looks like it's going to be incredible. It's such a massive undertaking. I don't think we have any idea what it would take to get some. We try to get promotions done, and that can be a massive undertaking. I can't imagine the supervision of a new stadium. But how is it going? Will it be ready? And third question, is Ben allowed inside?
I'm sorry I doubted that you could get it done in time. I've seen other stadiums get delayed, and I thought there's just no way they're going to be open in time for 2022 football opening day.
Make him work. I mean, make him do concessions or something for a day to get his media pass. I'm begging you.
You're not alone in that. There have been a lot of people that have come up and been like, JD or Derek Grice, who's our executive associate AD, who's in charge of actually building the stadium, and all the rest of our staff, our JMI Legends team, marketing folks. As we've said all along, we're going to be transparent. We're just going to put our head down and we're going to do our work. And that's what we've done. And so we're right now, everything's going on schedule, on budget for the stadium itself. The site work is coming along nicely as well, because we have to have, parking lots and roads to get in. I don't know if you've driven by the site lately, we're pouring concrete for sidewalks. So that's all going really well. The thing that, now we're diving into is, we're building a stadium from scratch. So we have to build our operational plan from scratch. And this is a little bit new for us because we've never run our own stadium before. It was always the city at Sdsu and us working in conjunction with it. But now we're in charge of it. So that's really, we're really diving into that right now of, all the different things that go into that. It's an immense undertaking, but, knowing what's going to happen on September 3rd, 2022, when, those kids run out on the field for the first time, and for the first time they've got a true home field experience. It's, really going to be amazing. And I can't wait to, like the first quarter break to go, buy a Coke or a Pepsi, whoever our pouring rights partner is, from Ben working from Woodsy working one of the concession stands.
I knew it. I knew somehow this would get flipped back to me.
JD, so how many partners / tenants do you guys already have lined up? I was watching the Legion game, the rugby team last night. They were talking about moving into Snapdragon Stadium. How many other teams do you already know that are going to be, sharing and using these facilities throughout the year?
So we've got Wave FC will play in the building, and we're excited. We're probably going to have them. They'll have a game in the fall.
The new women's soccer team, yeah.
The new women's soccer team. So Alex Morgan and company will get to play in Snapdragon this fall. The Legion will play, and then at some point on the men's side, from a soccer standpoint, we'll have professional soccer in there. We've had conversations with the Loyal; those are still ongoing. It's well documented that the MLS is interested in San Diego, so we still work through those opportunities, and we'll see what happens. And then you've got Sdsu football. We'll play lacrosse in there as well. We're hosting the World Lacrosse Games in 2023, so that'll be fun. Have had lots of conversations with the SEALs about fun things we could do with them potentially, especially as we work toward those, 2023 World Games.
Well, that means you have to let me in. So I work for the SEALs too.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to let me in. We'll have to work something out, JD.
Well, I think we can figure that one out. So, but we're working on something fun with the SEALs and with our women's lacrosse team, and kind of something we could partner on. So, our goal, as we've always said, is to create as many different events so that everyone in the community has a reason to want to come to Snapdragon Stadium. And it's going to be a phenomenal venue, so much fun. We were joking. We did a tour with a group recently that might potentially play in the stadium at some point. And, we were joking that we might have made it too much activity, too much fun on the concourse, that people aren't going to want to stay in their seats.
Yeah.
They're going to be roaming around, trying great food, trying great craft beer, or hanging out in some of the great social areas that we have. So, but that's what you need to do today to have a successful stadium. So we're excited about it.
And JD, last thing, can you promise that Brady Hoke will in fact make it to opening day? Because he seemed pretty mad that he had 6 players at the NFL Combine but didn't win the Mountain West Championship last year when he was talking earlier this week, spring football practice. I don't know. Did he offer his resignation or anything to you for that?
Oh, you know how coaches are, especially in the spring. So we're excited about the team next year. I mean, we've got a great quarterback competition going with, Braxton Burmeister coming in from Virginia Tech, and then, Will Haskell from last year, and then our 2 signees who came in mid-year. So, I'm looking forward to a more dynamic offense, and the defense, like it's been for the last 12 years, we just reload on the defensive side of the ball. So it's going to be fun. We're going to have an opportunity, that first Saturday against a Pac-12 team to do what we do against Pac-12 teams, and then just be off and running from there.
Well, JD, I really appreciate it. Good luck to the women and the men at the Mountain West basketball tournament this week in Las Vegas. Hopefully come back with a couple of NCAA tournament berths, and looking forward to the event at Viejas Arena next week. Thank you so much.
Yes. All right, Ben Woods, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day, and go Aztecs.